Okay, everybody, welcome back. I want today to take a look at one of the tools that we use and that I created for my audience to use as well. And it is a budgeting book for our brand Girls in Finance. So we try to do some things a little bit different by giving it an attractive cover, something girl friendly. In addition to that, as I scroll down, you can see just a pretty beige background and layout in the rose pink color that complements it very well. So I think we did a pretty good job with this. A little bit of a dark pink or even, I guess, a few maroon like enhancements here and with the title, but then some pink added in and blended in. I thought very well created and very attractive. And I'm going to scroll up and just take a look, show you what's inside of this book. This table of contents really lays out all parts of the book. There is a monthly budget sheet, and I'm going to scroll down just so you can see that portion a little bit better. And this is here, it's just a sample. It breaks out income versus expenses versus other expenses. You know, in your budget, you're going to have those additional expenses that might not necessarily be monthly. They might be quarterly expenses or biannual expenses. And then it just shows you the total income. If you come down here, this was an original layout of the document, but if you come down, you can see the total income. In addition to that, at the top, you have the budgeted for each one of those items: income, fixed expenses, other expenses, and total income, as well as the actual. So, really, for the budgeted and the actual, that's just a area where, or I should say, a display where you can kind of compare whether or not what you anticipated you would have available or have as expenses in these categories. You could see what you actually spent versus what you planned and budgeted for. And then even the difference between the two, that's important. You want to see how much you may have gone under or gone below the amount that you spend. And then again, all of that you can calculate at the very bottom here. Just a total line for income, total expenses, and then the savings amount. The savings here is really intended to be if you did not meet your budget and you actually saved some funds, then that's money that you can even consider adding into a savings account. But I wanted to show you that main monthly budget where it all begins. And then now I'm going to go back up here and talk about some of the other things that are included in this workbook for girls and women. And some of the other things that we have included are monthly and quarterly bills where you can actually break them out and clearly see what you're spending on a monthly as well as quarterly basis. And then there's an account tracker for you to write down all of your financial account information so that you have it readily available as you need to address account issues. Next, there's a bill tracker. It's designed to help you maintain just a record of your monthly bills and what's paid out. In addition to that, there's a savings tracker, same thing, where you can just kind of track where you are with saving. And if you have a savings goal, this will help you stay on top of that. And then there's an annual overview, just to give you a big picture of what's going on. It's really intended to make sure that you hone in on those quarterly and annual amounts that are part of your budget, and the grand totals, I should say, for month to month, quarterly, and then again annually. In addition to all of this, there's a debt payoff sheet, wonderful tool that can be used to help you with paying off debt. If that's your goal and you're working towards that, this should come in really helpful to assist you with that. And then what I love about this workbook, I'm going to scroll all the way down because I want you to see at the back of the book, you got your monthly bills, and then you have your trackers, as I mentioned before, and the annual overview. But then you get to this section here where you have planning and goals. It's designed as a journal. And so you actually get to, let me show you a sample here of just planning out for the month. You can see under the schedule here, there's actually a schedule that has lines numbered through 31, I believe. And the intent for that is just for you to, again, plan ahead if there's some things that you're anticipating for a particular month, in this case, January, as we look at this screen. And then your monthly plan. On the other side, you have a goals, and then a to-do list, important dates. But what I love about that right side again is that you can actually plan things out. You can write into the actual sheet the things that you need to do on a daily basis. This is a really helpful tool that we have available. And next, in addition to that, there's some writing that you get to do, like right here. For your quarterly review, you can come in here and just really write down your top accomplishments during that quarter. And then in the next section, take a look at how can you make the next quarter even better, and then just some quick goals and notes. All of this is designed to just really help you stay on track with what you're doing monthly. Is just a quick review. That's all that's intended here. And then when you get to the very end, there's an annual review that again pretty much does the same thing as what you're doing quarterly, but you're looking at the entire year. Let's scroll all the way down. I just want you to see that. Here's the annual review. You see it's a similar sheet, and again designed for you to look at the 12-month period. Okay, so we're going back up here. There's something here that I want you to really hone in on here. Let's talk a little bit about just financial health and overall wellness. We can talk a lot, I should say, about just day-to-day money management and keeping track of things and writing it all out. As I showed you in the last section, you can really plan for what you want to do each day for the month. However, an important piece to this that we don't always talk about is just making sure that we are focused on health and wellness at the same time. A lot of times, some of the stresses that we have financially are directly a result of just perhaps not maintaining the healthiest levels for our physical body to make sure that we keep ourselves well. And that's a very important component to all of this. Certainly, you can make financial decisions that might not be the best and ultimately lead to stress and anxiety. But just imagine if you're making those financial decisions and during that same period, you're dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety, and it's causing you to have some health challenges. That isn't important at all. So, that's one of the reasons we designed this book the way that we have. We have designed it in such a way that it is a very retrospective, introspective, just a good financial tool that will help you better prepare for day to day success and making sure that you are managing your finances in the best manner to be sure that your finances do not have an impact on your overall health. In this section here, it says by creating and sticking to a budget, you can avoid overspending and getting into debt. This is an important um, piece of this. All of us want to make sure that we're just putting forth our best effort as we are managing income and expenses day to day. And we want to make sure that we have just the right amount of tools and resources available at our fingertips so that they can aid us in making sure that our overall health stays in good, I should say, great condition. So that's something to think about. I wanted to talk with you and just kind of share with you as we move towards the first of the year. I wanted to spend a little bit of time on just our mm, money workbook, I call it, but it's just a really good tool to help you begin to do some not only money management, but make sure that you're writing too and that you're putting things and documenting things for the month in good detail, and you have some space for writing and taking notes. So, this book combines the two. With it, we have other tools and resources. I'll show you more on those in the coming days, but today, I just wanted to introduce you to and encourage you to find a good resource. This one is certainly available and it does the job well. It has all the different components that you would need to start the new year off right. But consider this one or consider a different resource, but make sure that you have tools that will help you manage, not manage not only your finances, but also your own mental health. Thanks for hanging out with me. Again, has been Kay with Girls in Finance. That's our brand, and we teach everything from just managing life and the household, as it says here, to also AI. I'm really putting together tools and resources to help more girls and women really start to hone their skills and lean into AI. It presents a lot of opportunity for just increasing and improving so many aspects of our life. And one of the goals that I have is just to share that with you and encourage you to learn all that you can about this new and up and coming opportunity for your personal life and your financial life, and even to the extent of monetizing AI. That's one of the things that we teach. So we'll continue to share with you on that as well as the money management. And thank you for hanging out with me today. Take care until we talk again. And you can find the link actually to this book and directly in the description. Okay, take care. Bye.